Hello, everyone, and welcome to Our Ventura TV. Welcome and joining us for the show today. I'd like to welcome our guest, Cynthia Torres. She is the founder of New Dawn Counseling and also the new executive director of City Impact, a nonprofit here in Ventura County. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for joining us on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me, Sandra.
Great. I understand that City Impact really does a great deal of work for the community with accessible mental health support and outreach services. So I'd like you to tell us more about your mission statement and what the organization is all about and all you do for so many here in Ventura County.
Yes. So I had been with City Impact for a long time. I just stepped back in as an executive director. And so I
Okay.
love their mission because it's all about transforming the community by fostering the well-being of youth and families. And so with that being said, we have a couple of programs, one of them being provided by Ventura County Office of Education. They provide the funds. And so there is no cost to the kids that are receiving the counseling,
Okay.
yet we are able to go into the schools and provide some mental health support for them. And then the other program that we have is to prevent gang involvement. We are working with kids throughout the county, and we really want to empower and provide mental health support as well as case management so they don't go back into the system. And so we have a wonderful team of case managers that accompany them to just prevent going back to the juvenile system or getting more involved with gangs.
Good. Now, you mentioned the ages that you certainly outreach to kids in schools. Are there all ages that you do serve? Do you serve seniors as well, and all age ranges?
The majority of the people that we are serving currently are youth. And
Okay.
so, and at the same time, because we involve their families, many of them are living with their grandparents and
Oh,
other
okay.
relatives, and we will be supporting them as well. But the main focus is youth.
Is youth. Okay, terrific. So let's take a look at some of those programs that City Impact offers, especially the counseling and the youth programs. Specifically, what does that entail for those that are getting these services?
Yes, so the school actually identifies the kids that need some social emotional support and they refer them directly to City Impact. We are sending the counselors and the therapists over to the schools so they receive counseling within their school time. And
Mhm.
so they are being pulled out of school to be able to attend mental health support. Usually the meetings are 30 to 45 minutes on a weekly basis. Sometimes the kids refuse the services and we try again the following week. We collaborate greatly with school districts and psychologists to be able to continue providing services. And really, those are kids that otherwise it would be really hard for them to receive the services. And so our heart is there to be able to be there when we are most needed.
Oh, of course, sure. So you mentioned that they are available to have these services through the school system. Are there any other costs involved for those students that participate?
No, there is no cost involved for the students. Everything is being covered by the school districts and Ventura County Office of Education.
Okay, and so pretty much I would understand here that funding would be very important. So is there any outside funding that you also get for City Impact?
Yes, we are working on a couple of events that we run per year. We had our beachfront run last June, and so we definitely accept all kinds of donations. Part of the donations are either going directly to the services that we are providing. So we had a kid that didn't have enough financial support to be able to get his cap and gown for the graduation this past June. So we were able to advocate and get some resources to be able to to make that happen. And again,
Okay.
is not necessarily for mental health support, but is all the added services that we are there to support the family.
Right. And mental health support now is so important for so many youth. especially those at risk. Um, your many counselors that you do have with City Impact, I'm sure, really address this with some of the children. Um, what do you see the model becoming in the future?
I believe that we are always looking at a more holistic way of providing services. We know that
Okay,
there are mental health challenges happening, yet many times it's because of the family environment, that the parents don't have enough education.
right.
So it's how is it that we create the support that these kids need or these youth need to be able to make it successful? So many times within the traditional model of mental health services, you go to 1 hour of therapy and that's all we could provide. Yet, because we have the different programs, we are able to provide also case management for them
Okay,
if the kid qualifies for those services. And with that, we could meet with the family. We're able to connect them with food. Resources or even housing, whatever the needs are for the family. And so it's really looking at a holistic way of supporting kids.
so is this pretty much a hybrid format business model that you follow at City Impact?
Well, we actually, more than hybrid, I want to say is a collaborative model. So
Okay,
I have New Dawn Counseling, and I have had it for more than 8 years, and having City Impact. So what is it that a service provider wants to do? Reduce the administrative cost. And so within the collaboration that we are creating, we're really creating systems that would allow us to reduce the administrative cost and focus on service provision because it's all that we love doing. As a marriage and family therapist, it's all about how can I meet with people and
right.
support their clinical needs as much as possible.
Good. Um, so, for those interested in finding out more about City Impact, do they go through the school system? Can they contact City Impact directly? How does that work?
They could go to our website, is cityimpact.com. And so all the programs are listed there. And that would be a great way of getting in touch with us. We also have a phone number, 805-983-3636. So they could always contact us and we will make the appropriate referrals at that point.
Right. So, I just wanted to get in closing some remarks from you about City Impact and what is your vision for the future with the organization.
Yes. So we are working collaboratively with the housing authorities in Oxnard.
Oh,
And part
good.
of it is that we know that there is a lot of people that are unhoused in the Ventura County area. And so
Right.
we're trying to create some programming to support the unhoused. So there are a couple of projects that are starting right now. I am passionate about single mothers that are supporting them and raising kids. And so that is definitely some of the things that we're going to be addressing. As you can see the picture of the
Yeah.
team, I am passionate about the team that I work with. They are
Right.
amazing individuals with a big heart that it's a matter of finding a way in which we could continue contributing to the community and increasing our impact.
Very good. Well, I wish you all the best for City Impact and the entire team and organization. And I'd like to thank you, Cynthia Torres of New Down Counseling, and also the new executive director of City Impact here in Ventura County for joining us and sharing more with us today on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandra.
Great. And thank all of you for joining us on Our Ventura TV. I'm Sandra Siepak. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, everyone.